Hi there BookTube, it's Eleanor here, and today I'm doing the Library Lovers tag. I was tagged by the wonderful Patty at I Smell Books, and the original creator of this is Pie and Books. So these are all questions relating to libraries, so let's get into it. I've got my phone here, so excuse me while I'm reading the questions. Question 1, how often do you visit your local library? I visit the local library a lot. I would say at least once a week, maybe twice. I'm really lucky that we've got a central library where I live, which is right in the middle of the town centre, and then there's also mini ones around the borough, and I have one literally around the corner. So the central library is about a 5-minute drive. The smaller one, which I go to pick up books, is only a 5-minute drive, and so I tend to go maybe once or twice a week. Matilda always comes with me. Sometimes we pick up books for her. They do a little like passport for the kids so that every time they go to the library they can get it stamped, and she loves to do that. And they do toddler time where they tell stories, and I really want her to get into using her local library. So yeah, at least once a week. Question 2, are you the type of person who checks out more books than you know you can read, or are you someone who only checks out the exact amount of books you intend on reading before they're due? Guys, really? Have you seen my book hauls? I definitely check out way more books than I need or can read, and I often have to renew them to the full extent that I can renew them. I do often get through them all, but I do have to often renew them quite regularly. And also, as you may have noticed in my thumbnail, I have a library card which I can take 12 books out on. My husband, who doesn't read, has a library card that I can take 12 books out on. And my daughter also has a library card, which we just take her books out on that. But she has her own library card as well, so I don't even have to put her books on my library card. So I can get 24 books out at a time. And generally, I do have 24 books out at a time. Question 3, how old were you when you got your first library card? Oh gosh, I was probably 5, I would have thought, very young when I got my first library card. I remember going with my family a lot. I used to go at weekends. It was a really good treat for me. That was something that I really liked to do. So yeah, definitely at a young age for that. Question 4, do you go to your library looking for a particular book, or do you check out anything that piques your interest? Generally, because I have got a toddler and toddlers' attention spans are very small, especially my daughter's, who likes to just run around, I generally look on the library catalogue for books that are on my wish list. Books that I've seen on BookTube or other places, I put them on my Amazon wish list, and I check through that list every now and again and go onto the library catalogue, and if those books are available from the library, I reserve them if I think I've got time to read them, or you know, if I've got room on my library card, and then as soon as they come in I get an email to go and pick them up. So generally I'm going in to pick up books, but I do also allow myself to browse as much as is physically possible, as I say, with a toddler who is running and racing around. So, you know, I do have a finite amount of time that I can do that. Question 5, do you use your library to check out just books, or do you also check out DVDs, audiobooks, etc.? At the moment we just check out books from our library. I think we've checked out one DVD for Matilda before, but generally, yeah, it's just books. I don't really listen to audiobooks. I just, you know, I'm always around that I can read a physical book. I'm not commuting very far or things like that, so I tend to always be reading physical books. So no, we just use it for books really. And question 6, from what section of your library do you check out the majority of your books, i.e. YA, middle grade, adult and non-fiction? I would say the general places that I tend to check out my books from are either YA, science fiction and fantasy as a separate section in our library, or general fiction. A bit of both, a bit of all of it really. Probably yeah, probably YA and sci-fi and fantasy mainly though. And then the final question, what is your favourite part of using your local library? Free books. So I just love the fact that you can also try new genres. I generally use the library as well for sort of authors or genres that maybe I haven't tried before and I'm not sure I'm going to like, because then I haven't got to buy the book to find out. I can borrow the book, and yeah, that works out better for me, just sort of try before you buy type thing. Anyway, that's my library lovers tag answers. Let me know if you use the library and if you like the library. I know it's a hot topic at the moment on BookTube. So I'd be interested to see if you like your library. And I'm going to tag Sam from Cold Tea and Crumbs, and Annie from Bloom TV, and Stephanie from Time to Read. Okay, that's it from me. Bye for now, BookTube.